When will twin flame separation end? If you are on a twin flame journey and you are in the separation stage, this is one of the most difficult stages to go through. One, it's very frustrating. Two, there's a lot that is coming up to the surface to be unpacked, to be released. And two or three, it can feel like union with your divine counterpart, with your twin flame, is so far beyond your reach. So what is the key to ending separation so that you can come back into union with your counterpart, your twin flame, whatever it is for you, right? So we are going to be talking about when separation will end, how it ends for the divine masculine versus the divine feminine. And yes, let's get into it. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Soledad. I am a psychic and I guide twin flames, specifically divine feminines, through their twin flame journey. And let's just get straight into it. To give you a very short answer, right? Twin flame separation will end once you are in the surrendering stage, if you are the divine feminine, right? Because surrendering actually triggers the divine masculine to start awakening to the connection. And through their awakening is how you guys will come back into union. Now, I know that kind of made it sound like it was a linear process. It is not, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say 1 + 1 = 2, because with twin flames, there is no logic. You got to throw logic out, okay? That's actually one of the lessons that the divine masculine has to kind of overcome before you guys can come back into union. So let's get into the specifics, right? So divine masculine is going to come into union once these conditions are in place. One, they have to stop leading with their head. We talked about logic. Yeah, they got to throw that out the window. Two, they need to start leading with their heart. Okay, so once those two conditions are in place, they will start to experience things like letting go of karmics. They will start to reject anything that is not aligned with their purpose. Okay, and they are going to stop focusing on the physical needs. They're going to stop focusing on their material needs, and they are going to start focusing on what is truly in alignment and what is truly making them feel good. What is making them feel energized is going to stay, and what is making them feel drained is going to go. Okay, that could mean big changes. Again, karmic relationships may be dropped. Now, karmic relationships can come in many forms. So whether that is a karmic spouse, a karmic family member, a job, right? Even a location, a home, a toxic environment, all those things are going to start getting dropped. It may not all happen at once because a lot of moving pieces, right? They could be experiencing a lot of those karmic, they may be just in a karmic ecosystem. All right, that's the best way I can put it. So once they start awakening, they start listening to their heart, they will come towards you because they are going to get closer to the 5D, right? So to the spiritual sense. They don't have to necessarily believe in twin flames. It's actually not a requirement for union, but the divine masculine does have to feel closer to their heart, their soul, their path. And once they start embarking on that path, they will find the divine feminine in their surrendering state. So let's talk about divine feminines and how they end separation. So the divine feminine actually is very unfortunate in the sense that they are the spiritual twin. So they do lead spiritually, meaning that the divine feminine has to be surrendering before the divine masculine is even awakened. And that can feel like agony. It can feel very unfair. It can be quite frustrating. So I just want you to know that your feelings are valid if you're a divine feminine. And I hope that you understand that this is all for your higher good. And it is part of your purpose and your destiny and your role as a divine feminine on a twin flame journey. So it is normal to feel this way, but you don't have to do it alone. Now, surrendering is going to be key to ending your separation. And separation is basically going to trigger a Kundalini awakening within you. That awakening is going to take some time. You're going to have multiple awakenings throughout the separation. Some are going to be really intense, like the Kundalini, and others are just going to kind of feel like an era has ended, right? So you may go through these every month, or it may take months for you to get through one. So I just want you to know it's not going to be a one day to another thing. And if you are going through the more intense parts of it, again, you don't have to do it alone. There's so many resources online like this video, or if you would want to work closer, I do have a coaching program where you can meet other people like you and work with somebody who's been through it. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out there because I do feel like this is kind of a misconception that the twin flame journey can be very isolating. But now with the internet, it totally doesn't have to be an isolating experience at all. I just want you to know you got this. and you don't have to go through it alone. Okay, don't take a shot every time I said that. All right, so with surrendering, it's really important to focus on yourself. Now, you're going to have a lot of emotions and situations come through. This is all meant for you to release. So the key to surrendering and to getting through separation is going to be for you to acknowledge what's coming up, feel those feelings so you can't feel it anymore, and release it. Now, being able to release it will actually detach you from your twin flame even further, which is kind of the scary part of surrendering, because as you're surrendering as a divine feminine, not only are you getting closer to your soul, similarly to what the divine masculine goes through, but you are going to start kind of not wanting to be with your twin flame or forgetting that that was such a big part of your life. And it's a good thing that this is happening, right? It's actually part of the process, but it can be really scary. One, because your ego has to die when this happens. Your ego has to be like, oh, wow, I could have been wrong. This may not be my divine counterpart. This may not be the journey that I was on. And you have to kind of make peace with that. So if this does sound like you, if you are struggling to surrender and detach, or you want to know more about what you can do as you are surrendering and detaching, I would highly recommend watching this video right here, where I go through some of the fastest ways that you can keep your head up high and surrender successfully throughout this stage of the twin flame journey, because it is a very important stage as the foundation for the rest of your journey. Anyways, if you did like that, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment what you're doing to end separation down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.